All right, this is part 2 of installing OpenSquiggly on a Linode VM using the quick setup script. I'm going to VM into the machine, which I get this IP address from the Linode portal. All right, and now I change it to opt. All right, I'm going to do sudo apt update. That'll update my packaging list, and I'm going to do sudo apt install unzip, which we're going to need to do the unzipping. I've already done this. But if this is your first time, then it will actually install unzip. All right, now I'm going to use wget to retrieve the zip file from OpenSquiggly, http://files.OpenSquiggly.com/OpenSquiggly.latest.zip. Okay, that's looking good. There it is. Now we're going to use unzip to unzip it. I'm logged in as root here, so I don't need to do sudo, but sometimes I do just put sudo in out of habit. Sudo OpenSquiggly sudo unzip. Put the latest and -d to specify the directory OpenSquiggly. All right, cd into OpenSquiggly/setup. All right, and we're going to do sudo bash node setup.sh. All right. You want to format a newly attached disk? Yes. All right, and so we're going to look at the disk devices, and we're going to find the one that corresponds to what we want. And in this case, whatever you specified for the label when you created the volume in the Linode portal, remember we put in data as our volume label. So it's going to be this stuff in the front followed by an underscore data. And that's what we want. So we're going to copy this to the clipboard. We're going to paste this in here. All right, that's my device name. And are we ready to partition that device? Yes, type in yes with capital letters. All right, and where do you want to mount partition? I'm going to put it in /data. All right, now does everything look right to us? And we see that we have that 30 gig disk. I don't know why it says 30 instead of 32, but anyways, 1% used and /data is where it's at. Now this column here gives you more the raw device name. It doesn't give you that label. But anyways, this is right, so I say yes. All right, do you want to permanently add it to your FS tab? Yes. All right, good. Do you want to install MongoDB? Yes. And so OpenSquiggly uses MongoDB as its database engine. And I want to put the data, and remember we just created that data volume. We formatted and prepared it and mounted it. So we're going to want to use that for where we're going to put our MongoDB data. So we're going to want that to go in /data/MongoDB, and I'll put the logs in /data/log/MongoDB. All right, do you want to install Elasticsearch? Yes. So the same thing here, we're going to want to put the Elasticsearch data. Do you want to continue? Yes. We're going to want to put that Elasticsearch data on our data drive. Okay. And so this is going to crank away. All right, and we want to store the data on data/Elasticsearch and the volume and the logs in data/log/Elasticsearch. Okay, and now this step here is going to enable the Elasticsearch service. Be patient with this. This may take a minute or two. Okay, there we go. I paused the video while I was doing that, so it may take longer for you than it appears in this video. Okay, do you want to install the .NET runtime? Yes. All right, so that cranks along. do you want to generate the app settings.json file? So this is the settings file that OpenSquiggly uses, and we do not ship the zip file with any kind of app settings file. So we do want to create this, yes. All right, and we want to tell it the location where we installed the OpenSquiggly bin files. OpenSquiggly, make sure you spell it right. With Linux is case sensitive, so make sure you get the casing right. Okay, so now it's created the app settings.json file. And in that app settings.json file, it's created two important keys that are used to encrypt data in the database, in the Mongo database. And it's important that you retain these keys because if you lose access to these keys and then you want to get back, and your database won't be readable without access to these keys. So it's very important that you save these. For example, if you were to rerun this script again and it overwrited your app settings.json and now you lost your keys and now you won't be able to read your database. So this is telling you that you need to make a backup of this, and you have to confirm this by saying, yes, I will make a backup. Right. I'm going to initialize the OpenSquiggly web service, yes. And again, we tell it where we install the bin file. Right. And enter the username for the VM. In this case, it's actually root. We need to fix this. It's not Azure user. This script was originally repurposed from the Azure VM. All right, anyways, root is what we want. All right, and we're done. Cool. And then, so we can check the status of this. Sudo system control status. Quickly. All right, good. In the next video, we'll log into OpenSquiggly and we'll create an account and we'll attach some repositories. Thank you.